Discord AMA, you know what we do here on the CertiK side. We like to bring in projects to learn a bit more about what they're building, learn more about their utilities, and obviously what they have to offer. We always bring these conversations so that our audience can be immersed a bit more and just, take away, some interesting topics and items, obviously. This week we have TiFi token, and I believe we're speaking with Samuel, right? If you can introduce yourself about who you are, what you do, and let us know a little bit more about your project.
Sure. Thank you, Lard and Michael. I'm very excited to be here. I'm Samuel Zhou. I'm the founder and developer of TiFi. So we are startup based in Silicon Valley, United States. So we are focused on building new technology for blockchain and making interactive product in Web3. So you can see on our website, we are building a decentralized e-commerce platform blockchain. This is a totally fully decentralized platform that including all the workflow of e-commerce, including marketplace, exchange, and the redemption and after-sale service. Also, we're building the decentralized credibility mechanism to make sure the sellers have good credibility and customer can get a refund once they don't want the item or dissatisfied with the quality. And the reason that I started project is that since Web3 have been born for over a decade, but there are no interruptive products or new ideas coming to this field. If you come back to the burning of Web2, social media was born, online shopping was born, but for Web3, what are the true use case? So the true use case is the financial revolution, but they should do more. And so that's why I found TiFi, and we want to release a product, and we want to bring blockchain to everyday life.
Awesome. Thank you for giving us that quick introduction. So could we start off with how does TiFi, and apologies for saying it incorrectly before, how does TiFi token incentivize holders to use their tokens for daily transactions?
Yeah, sure. So TiFi token is the first token that offers token rebates. You can think about in the real world, if you spend credit card, you can get cash reward. So if you're using TiFi, you can also get token back as token reward when you're spending TiFi. So that means when you transfer to somebody to buy something, you will get 1% of token back. And right now we have integrated with vending machines, POS machine, and card readers, so they can purchase items directly and cash back, token back in the form of TiFi token. And we also have a auto burn mechanism to make sure the total supply keep dropping as more transaction goes. So it's also anti-inflation mechanism to prevent inflation of TiFi token. And you can also earn reflection reward as you're holding TiFi. So this is another incentive for holder to hold TiFi. Let's go next.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Now, could you explain the TiFi Bank and how that affects or benefits the token holders?
Yeah, sure. TiFi Bank is we call it the bank, not the decentralized exchange, because it offers much more than decentralized exchange. It including the crypto loans, and also offers liquidity mining, staking, and lottery, which is play to earn. So if you think about a traditional bank, you go to the bank. The main use case that you deposit your money and get interest, and you get a loan when you want to purchase a property or buy a vehicle. So for TiFi Bank, you can also deposit the asset and earn interest and the asset could be borrowed to other persons to um, for other cryptos. For example, if you want to start a project, but you have your own token, but you want to get stable coin to do something else, you can provide your token and collaterals and borrow other assets. And also definitely provide staking. This is also coming from the staking reward coming from the transaction volume, and we put some of transaction volume into the staking pool so people can get reward, the higher reward than reflection reward. And also we have a lucky bags, which is a play to earn game that people can earn more by playing the game. The thing is you can get the reward on the spot without waiting for every day to review the reward. Yeah, that's several features. Definitely, we also provide the traditional decentralized exchange feature like a liquidity pool, swap. Yeah, that's common features.
Thank you. So, how does TiFi plan to encourage the widespread adoption of cryptocurrencies as a means of purchasing goods and services outside of the cryptocurrency world?
Yeah, that's a good question. That as I mentioned, the TiFi token is one of incentive for using crypto because we offer cashback, and also the TiFi Bank is also a product of the ecosystem. So from the high level perspective, we are building system to stimulate people to use cryptocurrencies and purchase goods and service outside crypto world. If you think about, you go to Shopify, you maybe go to store. Some store have some vending machine for Bitcoin. But what if you don't have Bitcoin and you have token, so you can deposit the token as collaterals and borrow out the token that can be accepted by the vendors. For example, the Shopify can use Bitcoin, Ethereum, stablecoin to pay, but you don't want to lose the benefit holding the token. You can provide other token as collateral and borrow Bitcoin or stablecoin out for purchase. And also for the project or vendors, and they can also borrow out the stablecoin or Bitcoin to develop their business, but they don't need to lose the original token as long as they pay back the loan with TiFi Bank. And also the third product we are now building is TiFi Over. This is a decentralized platform for e-commerce. So this is a fully decentralized system. As I mentioned, you can buy anything from the platform, and the merchant can get the crypto directly from the buyer. So there's no intermediaries like the Shopify. You have to pay for the high transaction fees to convert fiat to crypto or crypto to fiat. And also it supports the feature that you buy now and redeem later. For example, sometimes you want to buy a vehicle like Tesla, you don't have, but this shop doesn't have the inventory you want to buy. So you can buy by the token. We call the stateful universal token from the TiFi Hours platform, and you can redeem later once the inventory is available. And also it if you this way also help to solve the impulsive spending. For example, in Black Friday or shopping season, you buy a lot that may have a good value, but actually don't need that. So you can exchange directly from the platform because you can redeem later. Because you can redeem later, because you haven't redeemed, you can feel free to exchange or return during through the platform. And by issue the token, what I said, that is stateful universal token, you can gain the loyalty from customers. So it could be even you redeem the real world product, you can still hold the token For example, you buy a concert ticket and you are the fan of the star over there, and you can still hold the token as a memory of you joining this concert, and they still have value, and that is exchangeable from our platform. So that's some idea we encourage people to use cryptocurrencies and move the Web 2 use case to the Web 3 world.
Thank you for that explanation. So, can you explain the process of getting a project listed on TiFi, including the review, KYC, any sort of audit requirements?
Yeah, so we have TiFi Bank that it's similar to other exchange, but the thing is a little different. We also offer listing in our crypto loans, so you can use your own tokens as collaterals. So because it's a TiFi Bank is a platform that for trusted projects, so we have to go through the KYC. And first, you need to go. There's a website, there's a document page saying how you can list token on TiFi Bank. You can fill the form for application, and we will contact if we have reviewed your application, and then we'll start the KYC process. And we need to provide legal opinion of this token because we accept utility token only, not security. And also, you can choose to list in for liquidity mining or crypto loan. So liquidity mining that you can provide liquidity as so others can trade or swap the token. And for crypto loan, that means people can use your token as collaterals and borrow out other cryptos. And also other users can provide other cryptos as collateral and borrow your token. So that's two ways for listing, and you can choose both.
Appreciate that one. So, what sets TiFi Bank apart from other decentralized exchanges on the Binance Smart Chain in terms of the user experience? Because I know from my perspective, it's always like anytime we want to get anything done, yes, there's the developers and then, there's like the overall like B2B portion, but then at the end of the day, we also have to get users involved, right? So I guess, what sets it apart on Binance Smart Chain in terms of user experience?
Yeah, so we choose Binance Smart Chain because it have a lower gas fee compared to Ethereum, and also this is one popular blockchain. But in the long term, we will definitely open to other layer one blockchains. And for TiFi Bank, the specialty is that we provide a full feature set for end users. And if you are merchant and you are buyers, you can get benefit from the from TiFi Bank. And because if you have token, you don't want to lose your token, you can borrow. You can provide your token as collateral and borrow the token supported by the commerce. And also for investor, you can minimize the risk by, for example, you think the token have very high potential, but you need other coins to do other things. You can provide the token collateral and borrow other coins. And also for staking, you can also earn a lot compared to other platform because the staking reward is coming from the trading volumes, and you can guarantee there's no inflation for the token. Yeah, basically, we are providing more than other decentralized exchange and a lot of financial tools that can benefit users.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of trying to make sure that users understand what it is that they're getting involved with and how to make sure that, when that it's available to them, right? I think
Yep.
there's always that barrier of entry of trying to like get involved with any project or any product. Obviously, this is not financial advice, everyone. Do your own research, but as always, to make sure that users have that ability to just be able to get onto the channel and poke around and learn a bit more. So thank you for that.
Okay.
Another question: how does TiFi Bank's liquidity provision work, and what kind of fees can users expect to earn from those transactions?
So for liquid provisions, we'll have lower fees than other exchange like PancakeSwap or Uniswap. We have transaction fee of 0.2% for swapping, and there's 0.18% to go to the liquidity providers, and 0.02% goes to TiFi Treasury. And if you use TiFi Bank to buy or provide liquidities at the same trading volumes condition, you can earn more than other exchange. If you think about PancakeSwap, there's 0.17% for reward, and they charge 0.25% of transaction fee, and Uniswap 0.3%. And this is very it's compatible. It's totally better rate than our exchange for TiFi Bank. And people can provide liquidities to trusted project we selected, and also they can remove the liquidity as well as they want. And so you basically you can have a less fee and higher reward for by the transactions of happening in the TiFi Bank.
Awesome. So another question: how does TiFi Bank's Lucky Bags game work? Now, what kind of prizes can users win? Can you and obviously for those who don't know, could you just tell us a little bit more about Lucky Bags itself?
Yeah, sure. For Lucky Bag, it's the first play to earn feature we integrate in TiFi Bank. If you imagine other decentralized exchange, it provides lotteries. This is a different kind of game that it can reveal the price on the spot. For example, if you play the game, you can reveal the price on the spot. The price have several levels, so you can get silver bag, golden bag, and sapphire blue and ruby bag as reward. They are different level, and also you can get a jackpot, which is you can get all the prize from the prize pool, and every play you can get prize from 20% of price to 100 times of the bet amount. So anyway, you can review the price on the spot, and we can guarantee that once you bet with TiFi, you can get the reward. Yep. So that's yeah. I want to mention that currently the price pool is over 1,000 US dollars. So for the jackpot, we welcome everybody to play and wish all good luck when playing.
So you hear that, guys? Check out the Lucky Bags game when you can. So, how does TiFi Bank ensure the security and safety of user assets on its platform?
Yeah, so we have very focus on the security as well. It's coming from both the technical security and the social media security and the community security. And so for technical side, we have leveraged CertiK to help us to review the smart contract source code to find the potential vulnerabilities in the code. And also we collaborate a lot, and and using CertiK product to help us to detect any potential issues, like not only for the technical but also for the social settlement and community score. That is very helpful feature providing Skynet. And also, we will continue to collaborate to audit the TiFi Bank source code. So we want to make sure that there's no black holes or vulnerabilities in the in all the smart contract we have. And also, we are very care about the legal, the regulations requirements. For example, we have given the AML verification from Obsidian Council. This is short for anti-money laundering. This is a must to have for crypto project in the United States to prevent you do not use money that is not clear for the source. Yeah, so that's a requirement for crypto project in US. And also we keep monitoring Skynet, the CertiK provided to know about what's the concern from the communities and what we can do in better to make our community more happy with our project. So that's a lot of help tools we leverage from CertiK.
Are there any upcoming features that users should be aware of, users or developers, anyone, or things that you're working on? Maybe it's not ready to be released yet, but you guys want to sort of give us a little bit of insight on it?
Yeah, sure. There are a lot of features we'll continue to add to TiFi Bank, a new product to be developed for support e-commerce. So the next big thing is the TiFi hours were highlighted in our website, and we released the white paper in December last year. And this is a fully decentralized system, as I mentioned, for e-commerce. So people can it has full subsystems, marketplace, trading, redemption, and after sale. Marketplace is where you can buy the real world product with cryptos. And anybody can be a seller, anybody can be a buyer. You can think this is like something like pink sale. You can buy tokens, but in the TiFi hours, you can buy real world product. And in the trading subsystem, you can trade the tokens. One thing I want to mention that when you buy real world product, you will get token to represent the ownership of the product. And in the trading subsystem, you can trade the token with others before redemption. And you can, no matter it's redeemed or not, you can trade both actually, because some tokens still have value once you redeem, like concert ticket. The thing is that the traders here is not a regional merchant who cannot redeem. So in order to redeem the real world product, you should go to the redemption subsystem that you can redeem the product with real world product. So the merchant can deliver the product to you. And also for the upsell subsystem, you can return item if you don't want this item or dissatisfied with the quality of this item. You can feel free to return like you do that in Amazon or eBay. And also you can rate the merchant, so it could help other customers to have a view of what how does it doing good, does this products good for this merchant, and that could also impact the credibility of the merchant if you give a good or bad ratings. And to support that, we invented a new token standard called stateful universal token. This is a new standard that represents the real world product. You can think about the token have state so that it can represent real world product. The product can be new in a new state, can be sold, and can be redeemed. So there are several states if you want to describe the real world product. And also, this is a universal token. It's not only for fungible token. It's not also for non-fungible token. If you want to buy 1 gallon of gas, there are no difference between 1 gas of gas or 2 gallon of gas. You can exchange 1 gallon of gas to another gallon of gas. That's fungible. And for some other case, it's not fungible. Like you buy the vehicle. The vehicle have different VIN number, so this is non-fungible. So the universal means it support both fungible and non-fungible products. Yeah, that's things we introduced for e-commerce, and for TiFi Bank, we also keep building the new features like staking. Right now, staking, we offer the flexible staking, so people can stake token and withdraw token anytime they want. But in next step, we will introduce a fixed term token with, for example, if this deposit for 1 year, is the token will be locked for 1 year and you cannot withdraw. And as a reward, we will provide very high staking interest, so people can lock their tokens, so they can get high reward. So this is a kind of mechanism we encourage people to hold the token and build trust for communities to buy tokens. And because you can see that, okay, there are so many locked tokens, and you don't need to worry about this token be sold in a short time, so that will be much more secure for invest TiFi. Yeah, that's things we're going to build in the next step.
Thank you. So I had a quick question about the e-commerce portion of that. So
Sure.
could you explain how and you're going to go about building it with blockchain? Like I find that to be a little bit interesting, how, users and obviously developers can get involved in that.
Yeah, sure. That's a good question. And so it's all, as I mentioned, there are 4 modules. The 4 modules are marketing, trading, redemption, and upsell, and each module are made by smart contracts that run on blockchain. And also stateful universal token is also a smart contract that built behind these modules. And we for you can imagine as I mentioned, there are some cases that's similar, but this is totally different new because we connect the real world and the blockchain. And so there are some on-chain activities, but also it could support it by off-chain activities like delivery. And we also provide the drop shipping for merchant to deliver things to customers. And yeah, so you can imagine this is like Web2 in the Web2 world. Amazon, eBay have built an information platform for tracking and trading the product. So we can do the same on the blockchain. And we can also guarantee the credibilities and do our best to track the credibilities of the merchant, because as decentralized platform, every people can have an equal right to buy or sell. So the credibility is very important, and for different credibility, we have different restrictions, and people can also refer to the credibilities whether or not they want to buy from this merchant. So that is things we built with blockchain.
Awesome. Hey, Michael, are we going to have TiFi pick some questions, or are we good to go to some audience questions here because I think we have a couple.
It's up to Samuel. Samuel,
Yeah,
would you
we
like
can
to
go.
choose the questions yourself, or should we choose them?
Yeah, you can choose any questions from your side.
Okay, then in that case, we have some questions already chosen from the audience. Vlad,
Yeah, let's go. Let's see. Let's pick the first one. I'm gonna pick it out of a hat. The first question is from Samuel Jackson. I don't know if they're related to Samuel L. Jackson, the actor. Maybe that's like his grandson or something. I don't know. Samuel Jackson. I noticed that TiFi is characterized by giving multiple rewards to its users, and even in the iconic cases such as recovering 1% of tokens sent to another wallet. So, what strategies will you implement to avoid inflation in the TiFi token and ensure its long-term sustainability?
Yeah, that is good question. And you can see that the total supply will not increase and the token it keep burning as more transaction goes. So there's one thing I mentioned before is auto burn mechanism. There is 0.2% of transaction volume burned automatically. So we keep the total supply keep dropping and to make it anti-inflation token. And for the reflection reward and staking reward, it's all coming from the transaction volume because we have a 1% of fee for buying and 2% of fee for selling, and this reward is coming from these transactions. And also the burning amount is coming from the transaction volumes. 1% for buy, 2% for sell, and 2% when transferred, but 1% coming back to the senders when you buy something. So that's a tokenomics we created, and we prevent the inflation of the token. Hope
Thank you.
this answers the
Hopefully,
question.
hopefully that answers your question, Samuel Jackson. All right. The next question. Let's see. This one will be by. Hopefully, I don't say your name incorrectly, so apologies. Asifudullah Noyan. Asifudullah Noyan, and come at me later if if I didn't say it correctly. Did you consider community feedback slash requests during the creation of your product in order to expand on fresh ideas for your project? Many projects fail because the target audience and clients are not understood. So I'd like to know who your ideal customer is for your product.
Yeah, I said we have a very wide range of customers and community members. No matter you're a merchant or buyers or investors or just interested in TiFi, we welcome any feedback from communities. And when we onboarding a feature, so we will take the suggestion from communities and also consider the feasibilities and and what benefit can bring to communities. For example, the new feature we will build that is for locking tokens and when staking. So that is a good way we can guarantee the investors to trust our token that's not to be oversold in a period of time because it's a long-term lock. And although this they get high reward, but this is the reward doesn't increase the supply of the token. So also when we onboarding a new features, we even after we release a feature, we get the feedback from customers, and we can keep tuning and maybe create another version or next version of feature if we have to make change. So, but this is really happens, and actually our community is open to everybody, and your voice, we appreciate your voice, and every voice matters. So that's the philosophy of our project.
Thank you. So hopefully that answered your question there. The next one, let's go with zero on ETH.ETH, zero on ETH.ETH, concentrating on TiFi's claim to the innovation of landing e-commerce on blockchain. How can you evolve to promote widespread cryptocurrency adoption within the day-to-day e-commerce experience and to facilitate consumer shopping behavior adaptation to the currency that will soon be the standard?
Yeah, that's a good point. And as for now, we are a startup. We are still a small project, and the thing we want to build is build good communities who want to use this product. And also, the TiFi token is one approach that can attract more customers and more crypto investors to come into this field. And for TiFi hours, because this is open to everyone, so and our community is good user base for this product, and also because we still contact with many investors and including the potential big merchant of our platform, and maybe we are onboarding more partners to use our platform, like retail sellers and supermarkets who want to join this platform. We keep this channel open, and we want to make it a big platform and make it a standard. And as we grow our visibility to the market and expose to more partners and their customers, that will make TiFi a standard in this industry and make e-commerce a popular application in Web3.
Thank you.
Hope
So
this
zero.
answers the question.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. I hope this answers your questions.
And yep, we have two more. The next question will be from Ken D. Love the idea of the Allverse. As an interested user, which of web services, mobile app, or desktop app are already available for seamless and easy operability? And when can we expect those to be available?
That's a good question. And for now, we are still building this product, and the white paper is released, and you can see what does it look like. And based on the roadmap, we will release the TiFi hours this March in the test net, and it's not widely. It's not it's not deployed in the real blockchain that's backed with true value, but it could give you a basic idea of what that looks like and how it works from end to end. So this is starting point for us, and building TiFi hours is our main task and main missions for our project. So just keep follow our project and join community, and you will get the up-to-date news from us.
Thank you. So hopefully that answered that one for you, Ken D. And then let's see. This one is from People, P-E-P-L-E. Out of curiosity, I'd like to ask, revenue is an essential and unavoidable aspect for all projects to survive and also to maintain the project. What are the ways to generate revenue for TiFi token?
Okay, so actually there are several ways we generate revenues. The TiFi hours, I mentioned that there are some transaction fees. There are some transaction fees will be the revenue for us. Like OpenSea, they have some percent of the fees when they're trading NFTs. And also for TiFi hours, there could be some fees when they a merchant selling their product. And we will also charge some transaction fees from the trading platform when people trade the token without redemption. So you can think the Web2 platform like eBay also charge a percent of fees from sellers, and we do a similar thing to get the perfect and maintain the project. And also for TiFi Bank, we also generate revenues, and by using staking and crypto loans. And there are some. We also provide the main revenue we generate is from the liquidities and from the when people swiping tokens, and we get a portion of liquidity income from TiFi Bank. So there are several ways, and you can check the white paper, and you will learn more about that.
Appreciate it. So thank you for answering those questions. Before we close out, are there any last words that you want to give to the audience, places to go, things to look out for, any upcoming potential promotions that you're running just to so that people can learn a bit more about your project?
Yeah, and really appreciate everyone to join this AMA, and it's my honor to speak with all of you here. And also, I hope everyone can join our communities, and we are in a very good stage, and we are building our community, and our projects getting hotter and hotter. So welcome everyone to join, and we'll keep growing. And also thank you, CertiK, to give me an opportunity to speak to everyone here. And
Thank you. We really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. Now, everyone, remember, we go follow TiFi Token, join the communities, follow them on Twitter and Discord. As always, we like to bring you these projects so you can learn a bit more. Obviously, visit CertiK.com to do your own research. It's a great tool so that any projects that have been audited by CertiK, please go and look into their project pages and make sure that you're well protected as we try to secure the Web3 world. Again, not financial advice. Also, don't forget later today, in about an hour and 13 minutes, we'll have Twitter Spaces with our internal team to talk about the latest hacks and scams of this past week. So don't forget to check that out. But Samuel, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you taking the time, and hopefully, things work out. We look forward to seeing what you build.
thank you a lot.
Thank you, Samuel.
Everybody.
Thank you, Michael.
Have a great day.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Have a good night.